them down to win a championship. That might be one. Alabama, a team that we want to talk about. 8-1, 6-0 in the SEC. Rome, 96% chance to make the college football playoff.
Well, it's because you look at the wins. You got at Georgia, at Missouri, and 2 home wins versus Vanderbilt and Tennessee. You love their resume right now. That is why everybody says Alabama right now looking like a lock for the playoffs and possibly the SEC championship.
And another chance, I think, to get another one this weekend with Oklahoma.
Yes.
That's going to be an impressive win. I mean, that's a logo game. That's a brand. They have really good players. It's a good football team. But let's go into some of the hows and whys. And I know there's a couple things you specifically wanted to talk about with Alabama. Just not yet. Just wait.
Yes.
Let's watch this play first, okay? So I know you and the whole world are wondering why Alabama can't run the football.
Thank you, Cole.
Okay? So we're going to try to help you solve some of your problems.
Thank you.
Some of the things are very easily repairable. And we'll take you through just one right here. All right, we're going to start this and we're going to stop it. Watch the feet of your right guard and right tackle right here, okay? I want you to watch that foot, and I want you to watch that foot very closely, okay? We are running zone to the left.
Yep.
We need 2 things, width and we need depth.
Okay.
If you don't get those and you just do this, what have we gained?
Nothing.
Exactly. Stop. Nothing.
Okay.
Nothing is the answer.
Nothing is the answer.
Nothing is the answer.
All right.
Watch the steps. They step under themselves. That doesn't allow, 1, for them to work together. 2, you have no power that you bring with that, so the D tackle is able to work back inside and make the play.
That's the word I was going to use.
Now,
power.
You're also letting the defensive end run free, try to respect the zone read, which technically is not there. It's not always on the offensive line. Remember that. It's not always on the offensive line. I know y'all want to blame the lineman, but I'll ask you this question. Watch our running back really close here, okay? We're going to kind of, why are we already looking inside of it? This is almost perfect. Helmet play side. He's playing with the play. You cut right off that butt cheek right there, get north and south. We got a center that's climbing up to our linebacker. This is where that's our track right there.
That's the track, not here.
And we have the D tackle technically reached here.
Yes.
So your cutback lane is right there. So David Hill cutting this thing back a little bit too early. Maybe
I get what you're saying. If he stays that way, it misses an arm tackle, and next thing you know, you're up.
So there are a lot of little intricate details in the run game. I know everybody sees it and they say, well, he's there, it should work. It doesn't always go that way. So quickly, one other one that I want to show you. Now, this is just the whys they're going to be able to do some special things. A couple things pre-snap. All right, what do we have? Under center.
Love it.
Don't see that very often. Fullback, I formation. Don't see that a whole lot. So what are we thinking? Ground and pound, right? This is what I love right here, too. Look at this. Back to the defense. There's not a lot of quarterbacks that can do this. They're not comfortable doing this anymore. What does he do? Back to the defense, turns around, climbs the pocket off a little pressure, and an absolute seed to Jeremy Bernard. And the big part about this throw run that I love, we've talked about this with Ty Simpson before. Look where the receiver is when this ball comes out. I mean, he's throwing this to a spot way over here. He knows where that ball has to be. Bernard attacks it. Great catch as well. These are the things that Alabama's going to be able to beat people with. Different formations, different plays, a quarterback that can handle all of it. He can go under center, shotgun. He can run the football, quick, easy throws. He can push the ball down the field. And one thing he does that the great quarterbacks in college usually do, he bludgeons the middle of the field.
Yes.
He's not afraid of it. And you know as a safety how much difference that can make.
Well, it does. Whenever everybody loves to throw one-on-one shots outside.
Oh,
when you're
safe.
able to complete passes over the middle of the field, you just open so many other things up. The play action pass is now always available because when you show your back and your nameplate to linebackers, to them, that's run. They're ready to come downhill, and then I'm all of a sudden now you get a little bit more width and room to be able to throw that pass in right behind the linebackers like you just saw right there. And, of course, Black Hoodie Kalen. I mean,
undefeated at home as the Alabama head coach, by the way.
That's not a bad stat. I mean, since we're keeping up with them. You just like what Alabama's doing.
Fired.
So you just keep it up with what they're doing. I just like that Alabama continues to find ways to win. We're going to talk about their offense right there. But defensively, they're finding pass rushers. Yonsei Pierre is really starting to become a dude and a problem for opposing offenses. And so what they're doing on that side of it, also, Alabama has not given up deep shots down the field. They've allowed 15 plays of 20-plus yard passes. That is first in the SEC defensively. So shout out to them because
I think Kane Womack's finding his way too. They moved up front more than they did in any other game this year. And those run stunts, actually, where you had defenders that showed up right for the running back. And Kane Wommack called drop 8, I think, 23 times in this game. So removing those big plays that you're talking about, his versatility is starting to show for that Alabama defense as well.
When they change quarterbacks, change defenses too. Don't just drop 8 all the time. You got a running quarterback.
The Georgia Bulldogs, another team that has championship pedigree, a 92% chance to make the college football playoff. That strength of record, top 5 in the country, won at Tennessee, beat Ole Miss at home, and they get Texas this weekend.
What a game. Cole, I want to talk about Georgia's execution. To me, that is ultimately where Georgia wins more games than they ever think about losing because their execution is on point. Kirby Smart, his ability to get his guys in position to make plays, and the adjustments that they make in game is better than anybody else. I want to go to the end of the half versus Mississippi State. The game was kind of close. And then all of a sudden it was no longer close. So Georgia comes out in punt formation. Mississippi State's in punt return. They start panicking because Georgia brings out their offense. And they're going to line up and run a play. Mississippi State's trying to run guys on. They're trying to run guys off. You can take your time, Mississippi State. You didn't have to call timeout. It's okay. They call timeout. That is fine. Okay, so now what do? Georgia rolls out with their punt formation again, runs out the offense. Again, Mississippi State's more prepared this time. They just changed a couple things. But they get Mississippi State to jump count. I don't even think Georgia had a play called, Cole. I think if they were just going to take the delay of game, back it up, then 2 plays later, Georgia gets a touchdown by Zachariah Branch, quick screenplay to them. And now the game is over. And you were in it, and then all of a sudden you weren't in it, and it's because the execution of Georgia. And Cole, how many times have you seen or have you heard of teams practicing for situations like that?
Taking everybody off and on, you have maybe 1, 2, 3 plays a year, and you work them every day.
Yeah.
You rep them every day. And I know by week 8 or 9, most of the guys are like, we are never going to run this. Like, why are we doing this again? And then it shows up like this, and it gives you massive advantages. Back to your freeze play, we called it purple. And we would all come up to the line of scrimmage, and we did not have a play called.
Didn't have a play.
But they knew if they jumped, you snap it, you get the free play, one, and all it would be were fades on the outside. Actually, one of our offensive line coaches would tell everybody other than the center to close your eyes. So we would get down in our stance, he wanted everybody to close their eyes because they couldn't draw you off sides and couldn't make you flinch.
That's smart.
So that's the goal of that, is to get up there, make them jump, and just, like you said, great execution, great planning by Kirby Smart and his staff.
Yes. Now, I have one other situation that I will got to say it flat out. Gunnar Stockton. At the beginning of the year, I didn't know how good this young man was going to play and be at quarterback. But Cole, this young man is balling right now. He is an asset and not a liability for the University of Georgia football right now. And because of these plays, that's a 3rd and 2. And he comes up, instead of rolling too far, he steps right up, finds Noah Thomas right over the middle. And then next thing you know, this game is blown wide open. And it's because of Gunnar Stockton. He's not turning the football over. He's making clutch throws on 3rd downs, including the one in the first half to the backup tight end, down the sidelines when they have to have it on a 3rd and whatever. Like, this is what Georgia does so well, and Gunnar Stockton is leading this team. And the offense looks completely different under Mike Bobo because of the use of Gunnar Stockton's legs and the explosiveness of this Georgia offense, getting the ball to Zachariah Branch, and the run game starting to come alive as well.
I put Bobo, Stockton in that Grubb, Ty Simpson category.
Oh, you're going to make somebody mad saying
they do so much misdirection, so many different fakes. They're running counter this way, but there's a screen this way. It is magnificent what Georgia's doing on offense right now, and they couldn't be pulling it off without Gunnar Stockton because he manipulates that whole thing.
Yes.
He gets it out quick on time when he needs to. He'll ride the fake. He'll keep the ball. He can run for power between the tackles. It's really cool watching him.
He's more accurate than I gave him credit for, too. He's accurately delivering the football this year. I'm really, really happy and proud of what I see out of him.
All right, Vanderbilt, another team, believe it or not, championship pedigree.
They're making the category.
They're in.
They're in the category. Let's go.
25% chance to make the playoff. The strength of record is 11th. Now, that's going to go up because you still have Tennessee on the schedule. That's most likely going to be a ranked Tennessee team on the road in one of the most difficult environments in all of college football.
Kentucky's still winning.
Kentucky's still winning, and that's going to be a tough game, too. I don't know if Kentucky's going to help the strength of record as much as maybe a Tennessee will, but this team, Rome, has so many things to like about maybe why they could be that team.
You know, I just love the evolution of this Vanderbilt program. It's not just about this year, but what they've been able to do is so impressive. The fact that they went out and got speed this offseason at the wide receiver. They went and got bigger on the offensive line on both sides. On defensive line. Yeah, I mean, they got stomach tats, bro.
Not many teams can claim that.
Vanderbilt's got stomach tats. And so you see these guys, I'm so impressed. And I want to go to the play of Diego Pavia, which everybody likes to talk about, but he has improved as a passer. Then I don't think everybody's talking about that part enough.
Hey, you were right.
Thank you. So I said that long ago, beginning of the year. He didn't want to believe it. Now let's just look at this throw. All right, we got it late. This is to Eli Stowers, their best their best player really
pass
on
catcher.
offense.
Best pass catcher, yeah.
Yeah, we go pass catch. That's a better term. Now let's break this down. Now, number one, Auburn kind of got misaligned. Their guys trying to get over here to it late. I don't care about that. I want to start number one right here. Look at this pocket, Cole.
Don't say it.
How clean it is.
Don't say it.
How he's just buying
He's not buying time.
Buying time in the pocket, Cole, right there. And then the dime of a throw.
Wow.
It's just perfect. You couldn't place it any better. And then this is from this angle. It's really good. Clean pocket you see early. And then just right there, you can't place it better than that. You could able to secure the catch fast. Eli Stowers catch the ball, get down, secure it through contact. This is just what Vanderbilt is doing so well. And I got to be honest, I didn't see Vanderbilt with the ability to go out there and do this versus Auburn in the fashion in which they did. That's what kind of shocks me a little bit.
He had 4 or 5 of those throws in this game.
Yes, he did.
That were just right on point, right where they needed to be. And the biggest difference to me, Rome, is he's taken those extra great throws and he's removed the what in the world are you doing plays that he had earlier in the season, where it's the behind-the-back pass or the fadeaway deep ball jumper that ended up in interception. He's removed those plays from his arsenal, and it protects his football team.
Now, Cole, this is what I want to get to right here. All right, this is the other play where I see this is Diego Pavia, but the magic of Diego Pavia, being able to extend, create plays, and all of a sudden find a wide receiver down the field. Now, this is Eli Stowers again. I have no idea why Auburn didn't try and stop their best player. So they treat him like he's a normal dude. Now, I want to show this part of it because this is what I like. All right, you get back, you drop back, you get to the top of it. You feel the defensive end go in. So what do now? You naturally get to break the pocket. And so as I break the pocket, you look right here, Eli Stowers is covered, and he's coming on a crossing route, Cole, which normally guys just keep going across, but it's another flat defender out there, and this is just being on the same page. So what do? Go find space. Go find clean grass and just go make a play. And then all of a sudden, that's what you get. He just fades a little bit. Diego with a great accurate pass, be behind the zone short defender and in front of the defensive back. So I was just so impressed with that. And if you told me, Cole, that I just didn't see them being able to throw for 377 yards versus Auburn. Auburn hadn't given up big chunks of yards like that versus anybody. And they had to go do it to go to overtime and go get, because they were behind early, be able to battle back. Great statement win by Vanderbilt once again.
2 things I saw on that play, though, specifically. 1, Eli Stowers, a guy who used to play quarterback, was recruited as a quarterback. 2, has been with that quarterback for a long time. They were together at New Mexico State.
They're roommates.
So they're beyond on the same page. They understand how to get open, how to do different things. Their offense is so difficult to defend. It can be physical. It can come right at you. I think Cedric Alexander had a great game here, and he only had like 3 carries. But he's a lead blocker. He's picking up guys in pass protection. He's catching the ball out of the backfield. They have versatility. Tight ends that look like receivers.
Yes.
Receivers that can carry the ball like running backs. Running backs that can go catch the football. A quarterback who can be a power runner. And then defensively, they get after you. They have an attacking style on defense, and they get ball carriers to the ground. So they have a lot of this pedigree that we're talking about to be able to go on and do some special things and compete for championships.
And shout out to Trey Richardson, the wide receiver. 3 catches, 124 yards with a big touchdown. Kind of helped secure this win as well. And so the team that everybody in the SEC should be rooting for secretly, Pittsburgh. Yes, I said it. Pittsburgh out of the ACC. 3 remaining games versus Notre Dame, at Georgia Tech, and Miami. Now, the chances to win aren't the best, but you want to talk about throwing a wrench in everybody's schedule and putting all of the SEC teams in? Pittsburgh, watch out. This is the game and the team to be watching the next few weeks and the remaining part of the season.
That was lengthy. I was like, damn, I'm defensive. I'm insecure.